A bit different from my usual episodes, but I was thinking, you don't just miss football when you lose a match. You miss it when you lose the right to play at all, or when football is no longer a big part of your life. At some point, every footballer hears the same sentence. You never know when your last game will be. As a teenager, I used to hear this sentence, and like most people, I would nod and continue to tie my laces and forget it 5 minutes later. Now, I'm not trying to make this motivational, but it's just a sad truth. It's about the parts of football that feel normal when you're living them, then impossible to replace once they're gone. The early mornings, the late finishes, the chats at training with your team. Football sneaks into your life early, before you even understand the value it gives you. It starts with a ball that doesn't quite fit your feet. You run until your lungs burn, because you're enjoying yourself and the pain in the moment is worth it. Football just has that effect. Of course, as a kid, the idea of football stopping could never happen. Back then, football felt permanent. Miss a chance and you assume another one is coming. Lose a game and you already know when the next fixture is. Time moves slowly, so the game feels endless. Then things slowly change as you reach your late teens, and they just happen. Everything just happens in motion. Training stops feeling fun and playful. You start watching the clock for when training will end. Your body feels heavier before sessions even begin. You notice the repetition more than the joy it brings you. You complain about things you would have never thought you of all people would complain about. Stuff like drills, how the pitches are. It doesn't make you a bad person, but I guess it's just the journey of being a footballer. And for some, this starts to become the beginning of the end. What outsiders don't understand is, your week has shape because of football. Days mean something and become worthwhile. There's rhythm to life that you don't have to think about. Football has a way of quietly organizing your time for you. It also gives you people. Not just teammates, but familiarity. People who understand silence after a bad session. People who know when to joke and when to leave you alone. That kind of connection is rare. You don't notice how rare it is until it's gone. That sense of community becomes harder to find as you enter the real world. Nowadays, nobody has time. Now thinking about it, this probably contributes to the loneliness men face after leaving their teenage years and entering adulthood. Football doesn't leave loudly. There's no announcement, no warning, it fades. One missed session turns into a pattern. A small injury lingers longer than it used to. A season off feels harmless at first, soon becomes an indefinite choice. Most players never recognize their final game. It's rarely dramatic, just another fixture on a bad pitch, in weather you complain about. You go home thinking there's time. Football doesn't really end when you stop playing. It ends when you stop respecting it, and viewing it as something that brings you joy. Ask all the players who didn't make headlines. The ones who played at decent levels, the ones who balanced work with training, the ones who had to choose. They don't miss the running, they don't miss fitness tests. They miss all the emotions that come with football. All these people will tell you that life became boring after they quit football. Always remember, football doesn't owe you anything. Not minutes, not progression, not closure, nothing. You can do things well and still lose your passion for it. You can love the game and still watch it slip away in your face. It is very uncomfortable, but it's so real. Your body is temporary. That part gets ignored until it can't be. Careers don't always end in big moments. Sometimes they end in scans, sometimes in conversations, sometimes in pain that doesn't leave. Look at Neymar. That man loves football and everyone can see it. But his body is working against him and it is so sad to see. The hardest part isn't knowing football will end. It's learning how to respect it while you're still inside it. It's learning how to transition out of football without crashing in normal everyday life. Being present doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means understanding what you're holding. Understanding how fragile the chance to compete actually is. One day you'll wake up and there won't be a game on Saturday anymore. No group chat. No nerves. No kit. At first it feels alright. Then you may start to feel empty. Because football didn't just take time, it gave time meaning. If you're still playing right now, at any level, this matters. Not to scare you, but to wake you up. Be present in the small moments. Respect the work. Look after your body. Not because success is guaranteed, but because the opportunity isn't. Play football like it's your last, because who wants to live life in regret? Football is a privilege disguised as hard work, and when it leaves, you'll wish you treated it like one. Thanks for watching. If you could please subscribe, it helps me a lot. Thanks, and I will see you at the next checkpoint.